So what's your name?
Vince.
Vince? I'm Nick.
Pleasure meeting you, Nick.
Sounds good. So you working today or just
I got the
hanging
day
out?
off, actually.
Nice. So how'd you spend the day?
I just rested and relaxed, hanged out, took a walk, and ended up down here somehow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. You live close by?
In Eastport,
Okay. Not too far away.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So is there a feud between Eastport people and Annapolis people?
Apparently, when it comes to tug of war each year, but other than that, I think we're pretty cool with everyone.
Yeah. Did you do the tug of war?
I've done it years past, and I have won, but not this year. I was at work that day.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Who won this year?
I think there's a combination. The firefighters won one.
Okay.
I think the Eastport police or the downtown won one, and then Eastport versus Annapolis was like about a tie.
So Vince, tell me, do you have any spiritual beliefs or what's your spiritual background?
I've been Baptist Christian, stuff like that, but I just try to be an ethical person. I kind of believe should do the right thing, to be live a life full of integrity, and that's what I kind of go with.
Mm-hmm. That's good. So, baptized Christian, is that like Baptist, Lutheran, Catholic?
Episcopalian.
Episcopalian. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that's the church that you grew up in?
Yes, I went to a high school in Virginia, called Episcopal High School in Alexandria.
Okay.
And I'm also a graduate of Menlo College in Atherton, California.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how would you describe your relationship with God?
Yeah, I'm pretty cool with Jesus. I think I get along very well with the Holy Spirit, but God and me, the Old Testament God and me have a little bit of, I'm not really religious, but I'm definitely spiritual.
Okay, so tell me, what's up with the Old Testament God?
I just don't believe, I'm not really a hell and brimstone person, but I'm definitely very more peaceful, passionate. Jesus brings out the sword at the right time, and I think God is always angry.
Yeah. So, would it surprise you to know, you know this, that Jesus talked a lot about hell?
Maybe in the back of the day, but I don't know. I did not know that.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of curious. He talked about heaven too, but he actually talked about hell more than heaven.
Okay.
Do you have any idea?
Why? Probably just keep people on the straight and narrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would say he didn't want people to go there.
Yeah, I think that's
right. If there's a hell and people are going there, we would be wise to avoid it.
I agree with that.
Right.
I agree.
So the big question is, how do you avoid that?
I say the disciples' prayer every day, so that's what I try to do. Is remember Jesus on the cross, He died for our sins, and I try to make atonement for my mistakes from the day. But that's about all I can do.
Yeah.
Everything else is saved by grace for everyone, I think.
Yeah. So which is it? Is it we're saved by grace, or do we have to atone for our sins?
I think it's a combination of both. I mean, it depends on what sect or religion, denomination of Christianity you go with, but Catholics usually believe you're saved by grace, and then atonement is something like you have to do a certain amount of actions to equal that grace. But I'm flexible. I'm not God, so I don't.
Yeah.
This is kind of awkward, but sorry.
Sure, that's okay. Well, maybe the thing that's hard for me to understand is if Jesus came to save sinful people. What else would there be for us to do?
Yeah, if you have no action, that makes sense.
Like, how can we improve on what Jesus did?
It's just kind of reinventing the wheel. I don't know if we can.
Yeah, and you're right. Catholics and Protestants do differ on that. So there's a verse in the Bible.
Sorry, I'm just waiting for my right.
That's okay. That's okay. In Galatians 2, it says, if righteousness were possible through the law, then Christ died for nothing. In other words, if we could be righteous before God by keeping His law, then Jesus didn't even need to come.
Whatever works, I'm flexible.
Yeah, so I think we should be flexible in that if it's true that we are helpless in our sin, that we couldn't save ourselves, and that's the very reason why Jesus came. Instead of trying to do good things to make God accept us or sort of like sweeten the pot or something like that, we should rest and rely completely on what Jesus did for us. Kind of like we're relying on this bench to keep us from falling onto the ground.
I agree. All right, I gotta go.
So, Vince, can I give you something to read to take with you?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
All right. I appreciate you.